just represent how much we want to acknowledge all of those women. It's a passion brand. And that's really where the rainbow Stork Bag was born out of. It was born out of a service. It was when you—
That is so amazing. Naomi says that's amazing. I'm like, Naomi, I just said that's amazing. That's so amazing.
Yeah. You know, when you look, if you Google gifts, rainbow gifts for pregnant women, or rainbow pregnancy gifts, you really don't find anything. You might find some stuff on Etsy, but you don't find anything from a big brand. And to me, that's a problem because so many people go through it. And I don't think it should be taboo. I think it should be something that we talk about, especially now. You know, especially now in our society, we have all these different movements, the Me Too and all of these things that's kind of highlighting what we go through as women that we don't really talk about. That's taboo, and it shouldn't be taboo anymore. And so for my brand, we came up with the rainbow Stork bags so that that woman who feels secluded, who may feel like, you know, no, she's not represented, so that that woman has a gift too, and it's super special for her and her situation.
I am like just so excited that you are the face behind this, and I'm so excited that you're bringing this conversation to the forefront. It's very important, just us as a community, to talk about this, but let's also tackle the topic on it being taboo to be rocking it out in your career, entrepreneur and pregnant. I mean, I'm one of them that's saying, hey, do I freeze my eggs? You know, if you were in a boardroom, you talking about getting pregnant or wanting to have a family, then you are actually looked down upon. Tell me what your thoughts are about that.
You are, you know, when I first started this, it was hard for me to determine if I should come out and call myself a momtrepreneur, or should I just say I'm an entrepreneur, because we don't hear dads saying that they're a dadtrepreneur. You know, they're just entrepreneurs. But for me, I am very proud about being a mom and also being a businesswoman. And I think that every woman that works, whether, you know, you own your own business or you get up and go to work every day, every weekend, every night, whatever it may be, you should be very, very proud, because being a mom is a really hard job. And so you're right. You're absolutely right. You know, when you go stand in front of people, even just my brand is a brand that's dedicated to mothers. And I like to say that this brand was created by a mom, and this brand is for moms. And so to someone who normally may invest or may get excited about a fast growing brand like the Stork Bag, they may look at the brand, and it happens often, and they say, oh, but that's for pregnant women and it's by a mom, you know, and it shouldn't be that way. If anything, to be honest with you, I truly think that moms make the best entrepreneurs. And this is why I say that.
Tell me.
Moms automatically, they know how to multitask like no other. We can be doing 100 things, and literally all 100 of those things have our attention, because it's just what we do. Like I sometimes I will be doing something, emailing, cooking dinner, trying to help my son with his homework, breaking up a fight. And every last one of those things have my attention, because this is what we do. It's innate. You know what I mean? And so I truly think that the woman who is also a mother is one of the best entrepreneurs. This is what we do. We know how to delegate. We know how to multitask. And on top of that, we know how to look like we have it all together when we really don't. So I truly believe that being a mom should be something that's represented in the workplace even more. And women who have children should feel comfortable with saying, hey, I'm a mom, and I'm also the CEO, CFO, and everything else that's right up there, you know, in the leadership of these corporations. And to be honest with you, you look at Ursula Burns, as a matter of fact, she's one of my favorites. Favorite examples to use. Ursula Burns was one of the first African-American women to lead a Fortune 500 company. And she just recently stepped down. She led Xerox, and she's a mother. And she talks about this, and her husband was a stay-at-home dad because she was a working woman, but she was a mother. And this is what we do. You know, I don't know if you all see, but Madam C.J. Walker is one of my favorite people ever. And what I like to look back at what Madam C.J. Walker did for all of us, not just Black women, because a lot of people think that she was just the first African-American woman, a self-made millionaire, but she wasn't. It was the first woman self-made millionaire. They get that mixed up.
They sure do get it mixed up, don't they?
But I would like for mothers to be more confident, and when they go out, you don't have to say, oh, I'm a mompreneur and I do this. You're an entrepreneur, and if you want to call yourself a mompreneur, that's great. I do. My handle on Instagram is Mommy CEO, because I'm just super proud about being a CEO and being a mom. It takes a lot. And any moms, any dads, anybody, even if you don't have your own children, I think that moms work really, really hard. So I think it goes without saying, and I think we should definitely encourage it more, and we should open up the conversation more.
I couldn't agree with you more. And I'm glad that you are saying this. And I'm also glad that it is someone like you that we can relate to. A lot of times I feel like when these conversations are being had, it isn't something that actually truly resonates with just our generation of Black women. And it's like, I know you're saying this, but you are 50 years my senior, and like, you're not relevant to me.
Right.
I'm glad that it's someone like you that is a mover and shaker, that's doing things, that's proud. And this is the type of stuff that not only do we need as a collective, but our young girls need to see this, and our young girls need to have this value. So when I think about where you are today, where do you attribute your pride of being a mom, your diligence of being a wife, and your diligence in being a business owner?
I look up to a lot of different women. One of them, of course, being my mother. She was such a hardworking woman, and she still is. I look up to Madam C.J. Walker. I look up to Ursula Burns, to Rosalind Brewer. All of these women who have done so much, and they were women. They were mothers. Lucille Ball is also one of my favorite people. And she was a mother, and she did amazing things, even though she was a funny woman, but she was a businesswoman. And so I look up to all of these different people, and Oprah Winfrey is one of them too, but who doesn't look up to Oprah,
Right.
And although she's not a mother, Oprah has such a deep compassion for people, and so I look up to all of these people, and what I try to do is I take bits and pieces of what they did, and I try to put that into what I'm doing. So instead of trying to walk the same walk that they walk, because it's hard for me to do that because I'm not them, what I try to do is I try to walk similar to how they walked, but use some of the things or some of the challenges that they talk about to try to avoid that. And as a mother, it's a day-to-day thing. As your kids get older, I don't think that one woman, father, mother, whatever, can tell you this is how you raise a child, and if you raise them like this, nothing will ever happen, and they'll do all the right things. This is not going to happen.
Right.
As a mother, all you can do is try to do the right thing by your children and hope and pray that they come out right. And as a business owner, all you can do is what you think is the right thing to do for your business. Build the right team, hire the right people, the people who you think are the right people for your business. And hopefully that foundation, the same foundation that you're building and putting in your children, hopefully it sprouts and it builds this big, safe building of an empire, and that's how I try to use this part of me being a mother and this part of me being a businesswoman, because they are two totally different people, to be honest with you. I'm not the same woman.